Hey everyone, welcome to my bedroom. It's been a while, we've finally made it to the bedroom. Now what I'm going to do today is modify the Raspberry Pi that I've got behind this telly here. And the reason I'm going to do that is because it's got flashing lights on it, so what I'm going to do is drill them out. So I recently got a roller shutter installed on this window, which I mentioned before. And when I pull that down, this room comes pretty black. And if I shut the door, it's black. Except for when it's completely dark. After a while, when your eyes adjust, you can see the flashing lights from all the, like the network adapter and all that behind here, just a little flashing on here. And it's got to go. So that's what I'm going to do today. Right, now I've got these internal shutters here. And if I close them, you can see, look, you can still see me, it's still somewhat bright in here. So for that reason, I've got the roller shutter installed. So if I drop that down, you see it's coming down there. Now when it gets to the bottom, nearly there, getting darker, still going. Alright, that's closed, and where's Paul? Hey, could be anywhere. So that's pretty good, except now I'll show you the problem. If I use my DSLR for this, I can sort of adjust and give you an idea. So you can imagine once your eyes have adjusted in almost complete darkness, these lights actually seem pretty bright. So that's why I'm going to take them out. Okay, all I'm doing here is just using a drill to drill out the LEDs, because I just can't be bothered doing anything else. Just drill through them, get rid of the whole issue, and it'll be done. Now while I'm doing that, I'm just going to have a bit of a rant about YouTube in general. My last video that I did, there were some comments there, and that's cool, good on them. I don't care what they are really. But when I try to reply to some of them and try to be me as close to the real me as I can, I found that my own comments get deleted. So YouTube doesn't let me comment the way I'd like to. So that's censorship in action. And I suppose a bit of a part of that is that YouTube just doesn't understand Australian culture. We swear, we carry on, we say it how it is, and it's not necessarily comparable to I'm going to hunt you down and kill you. It's quite a difference, okay? But it doesn't matter. It just sees some mean words and doesn't let the comment go on. Now the problem with that is it makes me speak and write in a way that's not genuine. But anyway, as for the commenters on YouTube, look, some of you like my stuff for some strange reason. That's good, I suppose, you know. That's probably most of you, which is why you're here. You shouldn't be watching it if you don't like it, which applies to anything. Some commenters like to dictate what I should do, but they're not going to get far with that. And look, some of them completely miss the point of my videos. Like the last one I did was about GNU radio primarily. My aim was to show how some of the blocks in GNU radio work. But because I used a doorbell as an example, people are like, oh, you could use this program and that program could have done it this way. Yes, I'm sure I could have, but then I wouldn't be showing how to use some blocks in GNU radio now, would I? So that got missed, but that's going to happen. I'm not going to lose sleep over that. Now, some also think that every video I make should be a tutorial of sorts that's specifically tailored to their desires or their knowledge level. Like if I go too fast, it's like, you didn't explain this. Or if I go too slow, it's like, oh, don't go through everything, just show us what we need to know. It's like, well, you know, you'll get what you're given. And then there's some, these are my favorites, that actually provide good insight about something technical that I didn't know, but I always appreciate learning, like some tricky little Linux tips that I might not have known, and you know, the same subject of my video, and they say, hey, do you know, you can also do it like this, which is pretty good. And I go, oh shit, that's good. So I'm learning as well, and those people are great. But yeah, when it deletes my own comments, that's a pain in the ass, and that's one of the reasons why I stopped making videos a while back, but you know, I've got nothing better to do, so here I am. Now the problem with only being able to speak or write in a specific way is that it's a form of control. It controls what I can write, so therefore I have to write in that method. I have to write it with a certain behavior to be allowed, and you just lose all authenticity by doing that. Now, as I said a minute ago, we swear a lot in Australia. We can do it in a friendly way, that's just how we roll. But the problem with censoring anything and everything that might possibly be deemed offensive to 3 people out there is that it's created a world of softcocks who can't take a fucking joke, they aren't funny, and they really won't achieve anything that requires them to overcome any sort of hardship in life. So that's what we've got to deal with. That's what YouTube is. So here I am making videos again, but I'm still tiptoeing around saying the so-called right thing so that the group of executives in some other country that, run this thing can give it the tick of approval. But, it really is just a feed a hot cock at this point in time. So that brings me to my next point. I might actually organise a bit of a meetup. Now, I'm in Brisbane, as most of you around here know anyway. So what I'm thinking is, I'm still a fan of the real world where no one can censor, what you say. So what I might do, one of the weekends coming up in the near future, is I might organise a bit of a meetup up at somewhere close to the city, maybe up Mount Cootha or something. We could have a barbecue, party, strippers, all that, whatever. Just meet up and might even have a bit of a swap meet or car boot sale and see if I can get rid of some stuff here. So, bring cash. And if no one turns up, then I'll just play around with some signals up there from the towers and do my own thing anyway. But give me some feedback on that if you want me to try and organise something, because I much prefer to talk in the real world, and then you really see how I roll. So anyway, that'll do for my little rant. But yeah, YouTube still shits me, but still here I am. Now I've got another TV in another bedroom, and the LED down the bottom here was on when the TV was off, and then turn the TV on and the LED goes off. So it's a bit strange, but either way, I did the same thing with this. I pulled the TV apart and just got rid of the LED so the light's never on. Okay. And when it's off. Like an off. TV's fucked. There it goes. Then when I bought this big TV for outside here, also from the lovely people at JB who make you sign something to say the screen's not cracked before you put it in your car, I noticed it actually has a setting to turn the LED off. So even though I don't really care about this one outside, I could have just turned the LED off without pulling it apart. But either way, it's off. Alright, so there it is. I can watch stuff in bed, and then when it's time to go to sleep, just turn it off and the room will be pitch black so I get some good sleep. So that's all. Until next time, take it easy.